Okay. Hi, I'm Annie Kennett Nichols at Osher Lifelong Learning Institute at Emory. I'm happy to introduce to you today Heidi Tauscher. She's a new teacher. Hi, Heidi.
Hi, Annie.
Welcome, welcome. Please tell us a little bit about the class you're going to be teaching, Understanding and Disrupting Islamophobia.
Yes, I have studied the topic of Islamophobia for some time now. I'm particularly concerned when I see the UN talking about the fact that Islamophobia is rising at alarming levels at the current time, and the fact that we see misinformation surrounding stabbings in Europe, basically fostering fear and unrest. We see in India, Myanmar, China, and other Asian countries the continued repression of their own Muslim citizens. And in the Middle East, we see authoritative regimes that maintain their power by deliberately conflating terrorist groups with mainstream Muslim activists. Here in the US, CARE, which is the Council on American Islamic Relations, had said that since the start of the Gaza war, there has been a 56% rise in Islamophobic incidents over the previous year of 2022. That's in 2023, and it's still rising. We've also seen horrific things like a man stabbing a 6-year-old child of his tenant in Chicago, a woman attempting to drown a 3-year-old Muslim girl in her apartment pool in Texas. And here in Georgia, we had a middle school teacher who threatened to behead a 13-year-old Muslim student. So we have some real issues, which has caused the Atlanta FBI field office to issue specific warnings around the spike in Islamophobic incidents. So in our Disrupting the Islamophobia class, we hope to not only study the origins of Islamophobia and kind of the role that it has played in US history, but also look at current events, our context here in Atlanta, and try to determine what actions we can take in order to stem these Islamophobic incidents.
Well, that's an incredibly important topic. So we are very appreciative that you're going to be here and that to teach us and also to lead the discussion. So we look forward to your class and people enrolling. And
Annie, can I add one other thing, just a tidbit of
absolutely.
interesting background? When we study Islamophobia, we're going to see that Islamophobia dates all the way back to the time of Muhammad and the Meccan people who basically set him and his followers out into the desert because they couldn't stand his message. We're also going to study the etymology of the term that comes from an Algerian French, it's actually a French painter who goes to Algiers in the Orientalist movement and ends up converting to Islam and taking a whole different view of the people around him, trying to understand them as opposed to trying to identify them as exotic and other and different. So we will see different things, even in the US, the different Muslim movements that have come about starting in 1913 and then 1930, Moorish, Science Temple, and the Nation of Islam. So we are going to look at a number of different topics that'll be, I think, kind of interesting, as well as study why this is all perpetrated such hatred.
Lots
And
to
hopefully
learn.
do something about it.
Yes, lots to learn. Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. And we look forward to hosting you at OLLI, and I will see you soon.
I look forward to meeting my students. Thank you.
Thank you.